The world can be a very evil and dark place, but one thing everybody agrees on is the fact that babies are innocent and adorable. People can disagree on everything. I mean, there was almost a war between the United States and Great Britain over pigs. So yeah, we are in strange times, but universally everyone agrees that children and babies should be protected by all means necessary. So who will dare to harm babies? Big corporations that produce baby food. Yeah, and they've done it for years. You see, adults are a complex lot, and pleasing or satisfying adult customer needs is very difficult.
There are heavy metal in our baby food. Well, the answer is twofold. There's two kinds of heavy metals you're going to find in food every day. There's organic heavy metals and inorganic heavy metals. Organic are kind of the natural ones. Those are from the soil. It's just natural. That's part of everyday life. The second one is the inorganic heavy metals. And my friends, that is the troubling one.
Babies, on the other hand, are the best customers because they can't complain or review products and their quality. They have only two reactions to everything: laugh or cry. Baby caregivers wouldn't know after all. Baby food tastes weird anyway. Very cunning, but clever. With some catchy names or flavors like peach banana, you're on your way to make billions of dollars. As simple as taking candy from a baby. Literally. When you think about the fact that 140 million babies are born in a year, your supply of new customers is almost limitless. There's enough for you and your competitors. The only threat to your business model is breast milk. Breast milk contains all the nutrients babies require, such as lactose, water, fat, and proteins essential for healthy baby brain and physical development. Breast milk is also a strong immune system booster. So why would health professionals advocate for baby formula over breast milk?
The formula that is available on the market now provides the baby with all the vitamins and nutrients as comparable to human breast milk.
See, if you were a baby food company and you only targeted babies unable to breastfeed, there will be a limit to your profits. The prudent thing to do is to target all babies. But how do you do that? You start propaganda against breast milk. You incentivize top pediatricians and health workers to advertise your baby formula with ludicrous claims as, "Our baby formula is better than breast milk."
In order to make sure mothers believed this information though, Nestle began paying off doctors and hospitals to peddle their formula by asking them to tell mothers it was better than breastfeeding.
Now who wouldn't choose instant baby milk over hours of sitting to breastfeed? Because their doctors recommend a particular brand of baby formula. Advertising low-quality and harmful baby milk formula is more elaborate than simply bribing pediatricians to sell company products or manipulating consumers emotionally to sell a variety of products. In some third-world countries in Africa and Asia, salespersons dress as nurses, visit baby homes to sell their baby products. Production and advertisement are done on a large scale. Some sales reps give free samples of the products that would last long enough so by the time they run out, lactating mothers would have stopped producing breast milk and would be compelled to rely solely on these formula. This is pure evil. Swiss multinational company, #1 producer of baby formula, Nestle, has long been tagged with violating advertising codes and misleading consumers with nutritional claims, even though the World Health Organization has since 1981 frowned on that. The WHO Codes of Advertising bans promotion of baby milk products as being in any way comparable to breast milk, but Nestle has never backed down. They constantly ignore their own nutritional advice in their adverts, and in 2018, they were under fire for using sucrose in producing baby milk formulas in South Africa, while advertising that their Hong Kong baby milk formulas were sucrose-free and healthy for babies. Also in Hong Kong, the firm promoted its baby milk powders as healthier because they were free from vanilla flavorings, even as it sold other vanilla-flavored formulas elsewhere in the territory. Clearly, sucrose and vanilla are not ideal ingredients for baby formula, for if they were, they would appear in company products everywhere. But there are no surprises here. Big corporation gambling with babies' lives for profit, this is business as usual. It gets worse. Even in periods of extraordinary economic hardship, like global inflation and the recent pandemic that precipitated a hike in prices of food, you still cannot allow anyone or anything to disturb your profits. So, what do you really do? You use the one cheap ingredient that has proven immune to inflation and all other economic dynamics to produce your baby foods: rice. Rice and sweet potato are two of the leading ingredients of baby formulas that contain alarmingly high amounts of toxic metals like arsenic, lead, cadmium, and mercury. Continuous consumption of these increases risk of lower IQs, ADHD, and autism in infants.
City arsenic rice. Rice tends to have a lot of inorganic arsenic, and depending where that rice is sourced from around the world, it can be higher levels. I would avoid any baby food that have grains such as rice in there because it could be elevated.
But why compromise the health of the most vulnerable set of a population? Well, quality and free ingredients in mainly fruits and vegetables are comparably expensive, and using them would affect company profits. One sacrifice manufacturers cannot afford to make. In 2018, baby snack foods like Puffs and other products made from rice and sweet potato were investigated by authorities for containing concerning amounts of arsenic. Respective companies, Beech-Nut, Earth's Best, and Happy Family, responded by claiming their products were safe and that metals found in their food occur naturally in the environment where the food is grown. As for the makers of baby mum foods, they did not even respond. Guys, we are truly on our own. Now, as Nestle, Happy Family, or any other baby food production company, you do not just wake up one day and start producing inferior products onto the market. Your products would be boycotted before they even hit the markets. So how do you roll? You spend some cash. You purchase an already existing brand with customer loyalty and take over the operations of the company. But you do not start adding the bad stuff to products right after takeover. Instead, you carefully reduce the quality of ingredients in your products by replacing ingredients with cheaper alternatives for production. Eventually, all the various harmful metals previously mentioned become the byproducts of the production. As clever as this sounds, if as a giant company you purchase an old food company and gradually continue to compromise with the quality, customers would eventually notice and move on to other brands. You need to get smarter, so you simply rebrand the old products or even create new but similar products. The play here is, by gradually rebranding, loyal customers would learn to develop a taste for the newly rebranded but same old product they have been purchasing for their babies. And by creating a new product, customers would transfer their fondness for old products to this new one. They would assume that this new product is from the very trusted company they know, and surely the company would not throw their credibility to the sewers. But they really do not know. Big corporations hire top talent for a reason. Over the years, giant companies have taken over trusted consumer brands known for producing baby food. Danone acquired 92% of Happy Family in May 2013, reportedly, for some $250 million. Nestle bought Gerber Products for $5.5 billion in 2007, and after 15 years leading Canada's baby food market, Baby Gourmet was acquired by Hero Group in 2021. Amidst all these multi-million-dollar takeovers and buyouts, one thing has prevailed. The quality of their products has dipped substantially over the years. Now you know why. You may be wondering, where is the FDA in all of this? At least, if there ever is one national institution we can trust with doing the Lord's work, that is, shielding us and our babies from consuming harmful products, it must be them. Why? Because what we all eat is crucial for our survival, and you would expect them to not allow brands and giant companies to dilly-dally around the quality and safety of our foods for profits. Well, you are wrong. In fact, the FDA is in bed with these giant companies. All they do is regulate just how much bad stuff and hard metals these companies can put into our babies' foods. They set carefully thought-out limits that still allow giant companies to make profit. It is not like companies even abide by these limits. This is why today about 94% of baby formulas on the market are filled with inorganic, harmful substances. Take, for example, baby food product like rice cereal. The FDA set the arsenic content levels at 100 parts per billion, 100 ppb, and that makes everyone feel that is how much arsenic people can ingest without getting harmed. But in truth, that is rather how much the FDA allows. The priority here is not the health of our babies, but rather the companies and their profits, because why not ban products with harmful substances altogether? The truth is, the health and safety of our babies and their baby formulas is just at the bottom of the FDA's list of concerns, and so most of these giant companies are self-regulatory. What this means is that companies do what they like and they change or bend the rules to what they wish. When Walmart, an American multinational company with over $25 billion in revenue, was being investigated for allowing too much arsenic in its baby foods according to their very own internal standards, they swiftly changed the rule to allow 4 times more arsenic in baby products without communicating their reasons to anyone on the outside. If after all these revelations, you still have any hopes and belief in the FDA, just take time and recollect all the number of times new products have slipped through FDA hands and entered the market before being finally withdrawn. Also gauge how long it took the FDA to act. Corporations only care about money, full stop. Not dogs, not women and children, and definitely not babies. Here's a little advice. Always breastfeed your child if you can, because it is the best. You do not even have to pay for it. If for different reasons your baby cannot breastfeed, and so you resort to baby formulas on the market, exercise due diligence and research as much as possible before you decide on which formula to put your child on. Your baby's health is your responsibility. Yours alone.